Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to my video. So before we're going further in this video, I would like to introduce myself first. I'm Alfina Rahmadewi from class A and my student number is 17. I am a student of English Education Department of Islamic State University Syarif Hidayatullah, Jakarta. So in this video, I would love to give you a review of a popular book that I have read before, entitled Better Than Before, Mastering the Habit of Our Everyday Life. So this is a cover of the book, and the author of this book is Gretchen Rubin. Gretchen Rubin is the American author of several New York Times bestsellers. She is also the host of the award-winning podcast Happier with her sister, Elizabeth Kraft, a Hollywood TV writer, and she is a member of 100 Oprah Super Soul, and Rubin's book have sold more than 3.5 million copies worldwide in more than 35 languages. Woo! Now let's move on to the book identity. Okay, other than the title and the author that I have already mentioned before, there are also some other identities of this book. According to Goodreads, this book was published on 2015 Doubleday Canada publisher, and this book consists of 320 pages, and it was all divided into 5 chapters. Okay, so now we're moving on the table of content. So here the table of content of this book. As we can see here, there are 5 chapters in this book. First is self-knowledge. Second is pillar of habit. Third is the best time to begin. Next is desire, either an excuse. And last chapter is about unique, just like everyone else. I guess I share Rubin's passion for habit, and this for me was started just because I was so bad at creating healthy habits in my life. So that drive a real desire for me to learn much more about habit. So if you're interested at all in creating healthy habit in your life, you're going to love this book. Rubin talks about the fact that we repeat about 40% of our behavior every day. So actually, if we change our habit, we change our life. In this book, Rubin writes down several characters for each person. How you with this character can make changes. Not too easy, but relatively, it will allow you to make changes to avoid enormous resistance from ourselves to these changes. According to Rubin, every time we take an action or start a habit, it depends on the expectation we have, and there are 2 expectations, from the outside and inside. This external expectation means that we do something because there is hope outside of us, and internal expectation means something that is driven by our own desire for our own good. So Rubin said there are 4 groups of people based on their tendencies. First is upholder. Upholder is people who always try to meet the expectation of outsider, and also people who always try to meet the expectation of themselves. So this enforce is a person who seeks a balance between what people want for him and what he wants for himself. The second type is the questionnaire. Questionnaire is a group that always asks the expectation given to it both internally and externally. If it makes sense, he will complete, but if it doesn't make sense, he will reject it. For example, when someone wants us to join an organization because according to the person you are very suitable for that field, but according to you the organization is like and you feel you will not develop in this organization, so you have the right to refuse. The third is obligatory. Obligatory is group that experience difficulties in meeting internal expectation but easily and happily accept external expectation. For example, a person who is making changes but he listen more to the comment or critique or wishes of outsider rather than fulfilling what he himself wants. Four is rebels. Rebels are people who tend to reject expectation from others and themselves. A person like this is a person who is difficult to changes because every good changes is actually expected by other and also benefit for him and he need it, but he doesn't want to make that changes because he reject all form of changes. So when we want to make a habit changes, we need to know our character first within this expectation, which are called these four tendencies because you will change new habit according to your character. Okay, that is the short summary of this book, and now we will continue about the best point I like from this book. Personally, I love how Rubin wrote that if we practice good habit, it can reduce stress and increase your productivity. Rubin set out to explore how we can change our habit for the better and why some people are so good at adopting positive habits while others may rebel or resist them. This book is full of practical advice based on real-world examples, and she includes countless anecdotes from her own life and from friends, relatives, and even commentary on her blog. Better Than Before taught me that developing good habits takes a lot of time, effort, and consistency. Life becomes easier and annoying things disappear. We can start a habit by starting from small changes. This book motivated me to make small changes such as eating and drinking healthy, exercising regularly, not procrastinating, and managing stress well. So, in the last point, I recommended this book to you guys because this book starts from the smallest step in forming good habits while still considering people's abilities, especially for those who are struggling to build good daily habits in their life. By reading this book, people can take this and the first step toward building good habits. We build our habit only on the basis of our nature. There is no simple and universal methods, and good habits are worth cultivating because they help us live up to our expectation of ourselves, and we will always be happier in that state than in any other. And yep, that's all of book review that I can retell you in this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video will give you some kind and useful information. And don't forget to like and leave some good comment. Bye, see you in the next video.